TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.
Thank you for making Saint Central
your black and gold home for the New Orleans Saints.
Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that?
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Payton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is Saints Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Ultimately, like we all want happiness for our friends. We want happiness and health for our friends and family. Those are the two things I think about. Maybe as I've grown older, if your children are happy and healthy, then you're blessed, I think. And so I feel like there's been a very steady listening group here, and without any angle relative to, hey, what is it that you're looking for? Because honestly, as I sit here today, and this is okay, I don't know what's next. And look, I read the reports and I understand. I've not spoken to anyone from a media outlet relative to doing television or radio. Maybe that opportunity arises. But every time I read something that says, like, he's in line for this job, I'll call my agent, Don, and I'll say, Don, did you hear something? Because I have not heard anything. And that's okay. I think I'd like to do that. I think I'd be pretty good at it. But so stepping outside, like in the cold weather today, and being a little uncomfortable professionally or from a career standpoint is okay. I don't like the word retirement. Mr. B didn't like it either. He always said, retirement's overrated. We get sold this whole image of retirement by these investment groups on TV and golf courses and retirement. And so, I still have a vision for doing things in football. And I'll be honest with you, that might be coaching again at some point. I don't think it's this year. I think maybe in the future, but that's not where my heart is right now. It's not at all. I want to thank the media, and I feel this way, and I don't want you to nod your heads in agreement. You can tell me later, but when you come in as a young coach, you make a lot of mistakes, because you're trying to do everything you think you need to do, and it's not until you get older and more experienced that you realize the more important things are this and not that. And hopefully, in my latter years, you guys have found me very accessible, very friendly, very open, and maybe eager to please or at least accessible. And that's what the Jenny's ice cream is for every off season and Christmas time. So, but I do appreciate your jobs, and I recognize, especially in the last 2 years, how difficult those have been. You know, people don't understand when all of a sudden you practice inside, and with the COVID restrictions, the relationships that many of you have with our players, it's hard to do those jobs effectively as you might like. I mean, when's the last time you've been able to go into a locker room after a game? And we kind of miss that, really. I do, honestly, and going into the presser after a game and looking at a laptop. And so I appreciate every one of you. I think, and I've worked in a lot of places. I've been in New York. I've been in Philadelphia. I've been in Dallas. Those are big media markets. But
That's Coach Payton, y'all, chiming in on the press conference that was held yesterday, talking about that's just not where he wants to be anymore. And that's fine, man. Much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all for chiming in. Is he giving accolades in part to the press who have really given Coach Payton? They have rolled out the red carpet. They treated Coach Payton with a lot of respect, man. More so than any other big press apparatus will treat a coach. I mean, they really, you know, and almost to criticism from myself and many others that wanted sterner questions. But it is what it is. It's Coach Payton, the end of an era in this one, man. I like to welcome all the family members in this one. This is a very important show, man, because like I've been saying, let me just start it off like this. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, but we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports fam. I'm Big Q. I just want to give a shout out to the Who Dat Nation, man. To the Great Saint Think Tank. Much love to you guys. I salute you. Thank you for being here. This happened yesterday was a big surprise to me. It was this was knocked me out of my seat. For years, I've been covering the Saints, talking about the Saints for years. We watched Coach Payton come on the scene. We seen that the family members laid out the blue carpet for Coach, the red carpet for Coach Payton, gave him love and support for the team for years, and the environment conducive for growth. And Coach Payton took that and he thrived in this environment. And it became an environment in the next to what Belichick had with the Patriots, where it was a top-notch organization, you know, in the NFL, to the point where people started mimicking our movements and everything like that. And he was able to build his offensive principles and systems, win the Super Bowl, and do a lot of great things here. So I salute the coach, man. You know, we might have had our arguments about his methods, but there was always love for our coach. He's no longer here. It's the end of an era. And, you know, you got to give the man a salute to that. But that knocked me off my seat hearing that yesterday, because for years, I've been watching these media people sit up here and cook up these stories and lie about them trying to take Coach Payton years and year after year after year. Oh, Coach Payton going over here. This team trying to get him. And 1 year. And finally, yesterday, out of all the years of putting out them stories about Coach Payton trying to take Coach Payton from us and move him up out of here, yesterday it came true that he was no longer going to be the coach, and that he's not retiring, that he's stepping down. So that was a kick in the gut to me to hear him saying that, because, and I think a little differently, fam. I really do. And then when that happened and I heard that, I just started going through stuff in my head, looking at the team, looking at this and that, and then people asking me questions, sending me commentary. We got other bloggers. Much love to my dog, Law Nation. He was tweeting to me, messaging me, DM me about what's going on down here. And of course, Law would be interested. Of course, Law would be interested. He's the cowboy, man. But it's intriguing, man, because you start seeing all these other things that circulating. But listen, whatever he do in the future, it will not tarnish his legacy with the black and gold, at least in my opinion. Because you better take a year off. If you walk where I think you're gonna walk. But anyway, much love to the fam, man. I know a lot of people were surprised by that. I myself was really surprised by that. I don't really, it's certain articles like from my local press, certain guys that I respect a lot what they're doing. Rappaport's credible, but year after year, it's always taking Coach Payton away from us. Oh, Coach Payton's right to go over here. Coach Payton's going. And out of all them times, all of them stories being bullshit, yesterday it was actually right. For the first time that it was actually right. Out of all those years of bullcrap articles out about Lee trying to take our coach away, Coach Payton steps down. He didn't retire because we played that his message about retirement is these, whatever. It's just an illusion. Is basically paraphrasing what he was saying, and that he's stepping down away from the Saints organization, which means we have to move forward and find the next head coach. A lot of people I was hearing was talking to me, telling me, "Oh, Q, we about to go back down in the dumps." And I'm like, people, listen, stop it. The Saints is an attractive destination. It's a beautiful situation set up here. That's why a lot of people was surprised when Coach Payton stepped away. 16 years is a long time to do that, and anybody could retire and step away. But, in my head, I just think sometimes. I was like, okay, would you have stepped away if you felt in your heart of hearts that you was 2 years away from a Super Bowl? Would you have stepped away? Huh. And my mind was like, what if Bill Belichick would have stepped away after Tom Brady, the year after Tom Brady retired? How would that? This is just the type of stuff that I'm just kicking in my head. But anyway, much love to the fam. I appreciate y'all being here. Much love to the fam. Rush Hour, thank you for your super chat. I think Payton will come back only to go to another team. Oh yeah, he already laying the groundwork. I'm stepping down from you, but I will coach again, which means we're not going to give the job to somebody and then fire him if he's ready to coach. No, you stepping down from here and you leaving this platform, we're going to find somebody else to carry the trend. And when we hear people say, okay, we about to be mediocre again, that's foolishness. Stop it. And I would caution people to think about the Green Bay model. When they got rid of Holmgren, who went to Seattle, they picked up McCarthy. What did McCarthy do? When McCarthy left, who did they pick up and what did they do? They kept the winning going. And even though they don't have enough pieces to take it to the next level, they still are successful at getting in the playoffs and being competitive every year. So I would caution people to look at the Green Bay Packer model as opposed to look at another unpredictable model, because I would rather put us there. And I think that's what we would be anyway. But anyway, thank y'all for being here. Much love to the fam. I appreciate you. And thank y'all guys. Much love to all you guys. Let me give you guys all shots out. Brother Jerry T, Joey, JT, what's happening, my brother? BC, Lewis, Ant-Man, Tori, Gundam, Joshua, Free Game, what's up? Yeah, Free Game said he quit. Free Game, listen, bro. The man retired, bro, but I'm going to ask the Who Dat Nation this, and I got my dog Suede who going to pop in on here, so he wanted to share some love. But let me ask the Who Dat Nation a question. First of all, I want y'all to hit the like button. If y'all hadn't hit the like button, hit the like button. That's number one. Number two, please feel free to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. That's two. Number three, please share the show links on your social media feed with other Saints family members. Now, I'm going to ask you guys this question. I'm going to bring my dog Suede in on his thoughts about Coach Payton. And then I'm going to individually ask each one of the family members if you want to chime in on Coach Payton's era and the future. We're going to give you a chance, but we're not going to have a long drawn out show, maybe a couple of 2 hours, and then we out. Then we'll come back the next day and revisit it again and keep this thing going, because this is a conversation that's for a week, because you had the coach that's been here for 16 years. You got your Super Bowl, a lot of regular season wins, and the team hasn't looked for a coach in 16 years. So you might be a little rusty in that process, but nonetheless, the Saints are an attractive destination. So with that being said, this is what I'm asking Who Dat Nation. Number one is, if you, and this is just a question for the family members, because we all the great Saint think tank. If you were the coach of the team, and you knew the direction of the team, you pretty much got whatever you want. You built the team whatever you want, because the general manager do what you say, the owner stay out your way. But if you seen that in 2 years, which was the length of the contract to 2024, if you felt like in 2 years you could compete for a Super Bowl, would you step away? Let me ask you guys that. Put that in the chat. Answer that question and let me know what you guys think. if you felt that in 2 years that you was a Super Bowl competing team, would you step away? Would you step away? Would you step away? Answer that question for me, fam. Put that in the chat. Let me know what you guys feel about that. Okay. What's up, Earl? How you doing, brother? All right. Much love to the entire Great Saint Think Tank, DeWine, Joey, Lavelle, In the Groove, brother Doug, Derek Cropper, 504 Co. I see you, Joshua Hoover, DLP. What's up, brother? What's up, Lori, baby? Much love to the queens. All right. What's up, EJB Praise? Much love to you, Queen. Thank you for being here. Kai the Great 84, Greg Boykin, and the rest, Sir Footlong, and all the family members. What's happening, bro? Delcom. What's up, Delcom? Who that to you? Good to see you, fam. Much love to you. A true Louisianimal. Everybody. Eric, what's up, brother? Eric Howard's in the building. Willie Jackson, what's up, brother? Much love to you and all the rest of the family members. I appreciate you guys being here. So some of the things the family members are saying, as you can see, no. Lavelle says no. Free Game says I will stay. Baraka, what's up, fam? Says no. Etra, what's up, baby? Who that to you, queen? Derek says no. She said no too. Mr. O Universe says no, I wouldn't step away. Now, the reason why, thank you, Josh. Thank you, Jason. Big ups to you, fam. Sir Footlong, what's up, Slim? Who that to you? Pelicans, Nola, what's that, fam? What's up? What's up, Elmo? Who that? Big ups to all the fam. And yeah, and all the family members pretty much in unison is saying that no, I would not step away. The reason why I asked that question is pretty simple. What's up, TP, baby? If the reason why I posed that question is because realistically, from the architect's mind frame, this is Coach Payton, who is a Hall of Fame coach. Coach Payton is a Hall of Fame coach, no doubt about it. If this is his team, he constructed it, this is his vision, and Coach Payton steps away from it, and he says he's happy, he'll take a year break and then get back to coaching. That's beyond the point. Let him do what he want to do. The man free. He gone. You know, he's free in terms of where he needs to go, even though the Saints still own his rights for 2 years. My thing is, if you've seen it as an opportunity, you got 2 years and you got 2 years left on your current contract, that if you would put yourself in a position for a Super Bowl, that you would not leave. I would not leave either. I'm just questioning the family members to see where you guys are. So what does that say in terms of how far the Saints are from competing for a championship from the perspective of the architect that built them? So that blew me away, because when Coach Payton says I'm stepping down, that thing that hit me the hardest wasn't the fact that he said he was stepping down. Number one, it was actually they were right about Coach Payton leaving somewhere else for the first time in the history since he's been here. That was number one. And number two is like, boom, damn, what is he stepping away? And I'm like, damn, how does he really capitulate how far the team is off from a championship run? Because I myself would not leave if I felt that we was 2 years from a Super Bowl. I'm just asking a question. Just some insight on how far our team are from the architect. This man stepped away from us and stepped away from the team, and he could do what he want, like I said. So I ain't gonna say Coach Payton quit, man. You know, him and his new wife, was, you know, they talk and man decided, but reports was he was flip-flopping worse than Russell Wilson. About to rename him Payton. He was flip-flopping. That's what the guy, Jay Glazer from Fox, reported, because he didn't want to report on it, because he said Coach Payton kept flip-flopping back and forth and wasn't sure about it. That's what he said. But anyway, let me bring in Swade, and then we hear Swade commentary. Then I'm going to hear you guys. I'm going to share the link in the description section below. We can't have long, drawn-out conversations. I won't try to get as many of you guys in there as possible. But yeah, Joyce said with Saints and cap hell, but who was responsible for that? The architect. We went over $100 million. So it's just so many other things. But anyway, we just got to keep going and just give a congratulations to Coach Payton for what he did give to the culture, to the city. He did give you a championship ring, even though we wanted more, but he did give you a championship ring. He did elevate the franchise higher than what it was before he came here. So you got to give Coach Payton credit for that. He is a first ballot Hall of Fame guy. And regardless of whatever he do from this point moving forward, it will not diminish my look as him as a coach of this team for the last 16 years. Even if he do take that Dallas Cowboys job, which a lot of Saints would be pissed off at. But you better make sure, you better be careful on that, because there's a lot of rumblings going on, law talking about his people knowing all this, all kinds of stuff here. But anyway, let's bring Swade. Swade, come on in here, bro. Let's hear what you got to say about it. Black Swade, welcome to the show.
Oh, I'm on the show?
Yes, you are on the show, Swade. And Swade,
man.
commentator says a lot of family members saying he left us high and dry. I don't see it like that, bro. The Saints are good. We gonna be fine, fam. You know, we're gonna be fine, bro. We're gonna be fine. But a lot of people would make the comparison between Coach Payton and Bill Belichick and said like it will be an equal situation. Like in my mind, what if Belichick would have left after Tom Brady retired, a year after Tom Brady retired? Could you foresee that? This is we the Great Saint Think Tank. I'm just throwing questions out there because that's the guy we always compare with. But anyway, Sway, forget about what I'm saying, bro. You tell me your thoughts on Coach Payton stepping away, bro, and the Saints moving forward. Go ahead.
Right. You already, well, you got to look at it like this, man. It's different. It can be different levels to this thing. First of all, what's going on? Who Dat Nation? Trust the Payton all day, every day. There's different levels to this retirement thing, and this is just my opinion, you know. You have questions like, yo, could it possibly be because he was tired of the refs? Could he ever, because, you know, I think all over the place like you, Q. Could it possibly be like, you know what? Goodell told me we'll never make it this far. He said he will put his foot in our neck. And you know what, man? I've been looking the past couple of years. He right. He got this. In order for this team to go anywhere, I got to roll out. That could possibly be a reason. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, he been talking with his wife, you know what I'm saying, he want to at least take a year off, you know, spend it with his little, you know, wife and do his little thing and then maybe come back, maybe not, you know what I'm saying, just take some time off, you know. I mean, he's been doing a damn good job for the past, 15 years. Let's give him that. He's been coaching for a while, period. Then you start asking yourself, yo, is it a possibility? Because Q, I thought you was kind of hinting toward this, Q. Is it a possibility that, yo, maybe he was forced out? Maybe Coach Payton was fired. No. I'll say it.
You think he was fired? No, Sway.
Maybe. Hold on, listen to me.
Finish your thought. Let me hear what you got to say, bro.
I'm a who that. But my mind always all over the place. And I love Payton. Y'all know me. But you know what I'm saying? People like disgruntled, especially the people in the chat. I love Payton. You know? And so could it possibly, I know you were waiting for me. You were hinting toward it, but I'm going to see.
Nah, I mean, I wouldn't.
Maybe it was let go. When you have respect for a good coach such as Sean Payton, a future Hall of Fame coach. Yeah. You don't just say, yo, we let Sean Payton go. You don't do that. You say, the coach will say, I'm stepping down. Q just said earlier, yo, if I had this set up before and I have 2 years away from a Super Bowl, would I leave? And everybody blatantly said, I mean, pretty much said no.
No.
So, I mean, you know, why would you step down? So those reasons under that, and that is a possibility. That always crossed my mind. You just don't know where his mind was at or what's going on behind the scenes. And then you think about it, those contracts he set up, Taysom Hill, amongst others, a lot of money. And then maybe it could have been a present, like, yo, I know I'm about to step down for a minute. Maybe it was, you know, he was setting up for the Super Bowl maybe in 2 years, and then, you know, like I said in quotations, let go. I don't know. You know, but whatever it is, man, we always going to wish Mr. Payton a whole bunch of love. But we have to remember that we are the New Orleans Saints first and foremost. And there's been different eras. We've been through so many, and we have been cheated, well, not cheated, spoiled by this one. So spoiled so much. And so it's going to be difficult, but my old Who That's know we done been through. Some people done been through bum. I haven't been through bum. I think I was born around bum. Some people done Mora, some people we've done the Hazlitt era. You know, so we know what it's like to be the games to be blacked out. We know what it's like to come from the mud and ride. I don't think we're going to sink because, like you said, it's a very marketable city. We have loved the city. People love to come up in New Orleans. The things we have set out, prepare for them. Prepare for any coach that come in. I was looking at your boy I was looking at Byron Leftwich. You have Byron Leftwich. You have Eric Bieniemy. You have a whole lot of coaches out here that could come in and try to work something. You know, so, and it's an attractive spot. It's New Orleans, for crying out loud. It's not, So I wouldn't shed a tear just yet, And look at that, Sean Payton stats, man. In the past 20 years, Sean Payton has been, I guess, in the top, like I said, possibly the top 5, possibly top 3, guaranteed top 5 coaches in the past. Should I say 20 years? What could I say 20? Let's say 10. So all due respect to Mr. Payton, always trust the Payton. Who that? Hold on, I had a song too.
Oh no.
What's wrong, bro?
Bro, I thought you was finished talking, bro.
I was finished talking.
So you saluted Coach Payton. Well, listen, I just put his statistics on screen.
The only way I'd be mad if Sean Payton coached the Falcons. Boy, I would be the pit. Boy, what?
I don't think he's going over there, but you never know, bro. It is rumors circulating from the same people that circulated the Sean Payton rumors about him leaving, and the fact that Payton he told Gil Benson this, and they talked him out of it. And this is what he was saying in the press conference. This is nothing new, but they hit it very well. And like I said, man, they've been trying to get at Coach Payton for years. I've been covering it for years. And out of all the bull crap they've been covering from all those years, they finally got one right shot on yesterday. And
they've been wanting Payton.
Been trying to get at him. And I was like, nah, I don't believe it.
Sean Payton going to leave. Is Sean Payton going to leave
every year?
He's going to Dallas. He's going to Dallas.
With Jones and all them over there. So, I mean, listen, this is, and of course, a lot of people going to be upset if that move happened, if he goes to Dallas, because Dallas is a rival of the Who Dat Nation. Then you would have to be matching up against Coach Payton. Not saying that that's the case, but that's what they're circulating, talking all that right now. But the reality is right now is that the man served the city and he did his best. And a lot of people felt like he was on the downslide of his career, 15, 16 years, a very grueling season. And it was rough on him with the Saints, the injuries, the C-19 and everything, the hurricanes. It was a tough year on Coach Payton and true indeed, but we've had tough years and whatnot. But like I said, man, a lot of people are referring to him as a quitter. I'm not going to call the man a quitter. I ain't going to call him a quitter, man. I'm going to be honest.
As many times as he went up and batted 100 with us, man, behind those disappointing losses, they call him a quitter? How many times we've been down in a football game and he fought and came back? You going to call him a quitter? Aren't you the same one? Aren't you the same one that said the man wasn't good? And you talking about we needed a new coach, and now you going to call him a quitter? Huh? That's like saying, you know what? That's like being in a relationship and tell you know what, you dirty, raggedy son of a gun, leave my house, you mother sucker. And then you say, all right, I'm leaving it. And then she say, oh, where you going?
It's like that Bobby Womack song, Sway. You want things, and how it go when you think you want me
to get out and get them for, but I can't be in 2 places at one time. Come on, man.
But when I'm home, I'm broke. All right, but
like, what you want? You want me to stay you want me to go? When I go, you call me a quitter. What the?
But now listen, this is what I'm saying. I get what the family members saying, because that's not, a lot of the great Saint think tank, they thinkers, man. And a lot of that rationale is coming because you're looking at other people in the peer group where Coach Payton is, and it's not that many people. It's a handful of people because it's an elite group. But people are capitulating,
Capitulating.
They coming up when it's like, look at thinking. Like me, myself, what I asked the question about, if you feel like the Saints was off from a championship run in 2 years inside the length of the contract, would you step away from that? No, I wouldn't. So the architect of the team feels like, hey, they're more than 2 years out. But if he's stepping down, not retiring, he already admitted that he will be coaching again. We know it won't be here. So you built it to where you want, now you go somewhere else. And the man can go wherever he wants to go. But he is the architect of this system, which creates so many directions in which the team goes. They got to find a new coach, and everything is now open again because you have to then establish the identity of the team. If they didn't choose to go with Dennis Allen or keep Carmichael, who knows where this can end up. It's all relative. This is all new. But anyway, Sway, let's open up the lines. We got a few family members. We're gonna kick in the line. So family, listen, if you want to get on the stream, be brief. Me and Sway gonna shut up and let you speak on Coach Payton.
Shut
and
up.
we're gonna shut up and let the family members talk. And if you want to get on the stream, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Hit the link, come on up in here, and we're gonna let the family members talk. But please be brief with your commentary, because I want to be fair for everybody, because I know everybody want to get their thoughts in there. So we're gonna start off. We got brother Derek Cropper first, brother David White, Free Game, and Sir Footlong. We're gonna hear what they got to say one at a time. Brother Cropper, welcome to the stream, bro.
Hey, what's up, Big Q? What's up, Sway? How y'all doing, man? Who that to you, man?
Salute to you, my brother. Thank you for joining us.
All right, man. When I heard the Sean Payton news, like all of us, it shocked me. But I had to sit back and realize that I knew Sean Payton wasn't going to be like a forever coach, just because he comes from the Bill Parcells tree. And if you look at the history of Bill Parcells, coach of the Giants, then steps away, does different things, does television, okay, then comes back, obviously Jets, Patriots, Cowboys, we know the story. So that was I think he was kind of going to take that role, and what I think is now he's probably considering television, just kind of taking a break from coaching. I don't think he's going to Dallas. So that I don't know why people keep thinking that, but I don't think he's going to Dallas just off the strength. He's going to require full control. He's not going to want to deal with the Jerry Jones ego and the media and all that other. He's going to want full control. He had full control in New Orleans, and I don't think he's going to want to give that up to Dallas and deal with that crap over there. So I don't see that. But for what he did for the state and the city of New Orleans, man, it just, we would never forget him. I mean, I'm forever grateful for that, and I'm looking forward to the future. Now, when it comes for looking for a next coach, who do I think that we should get? I think it needs to be Eric Bieniemy of the Kansas City Chiefs. With the job he's done with that offense with Andy Reid, and the job he's done with Patrick Mahomes, and we could be talking about them going to a third Super Bowl appearance together. I think he's a name that I would strongly consider. I would bring him in for an interview. I mean, and bring him and running back. Just probably got to search for a quarterback if he likes Jameis or if he wants to get somebody on his own. But I just think that's where we need to go, man. But as far as the Sean Payton news, I was shocked about it. But, man, I can't sit up there and say he quit. I can't sit up there and say, because of what he did for the organization when we wasn't even being talked about as a relevant team, man. And now he comes in and changes the culture. And it's like he made the New Orleans Saints franchise attractive. And it's just like, for what he did, man, I got no bad words to say about it, man. That's all I have right now. I'm gonna let y'all chime in.
That's love, man. And you're absolutely right. Go ahead, Q.
No, I'm saying that, that you can't take nothing away from Coach Payton here. I mean, many people say, Q, we should have won more championships. But listen, the question is, did he upgrade? Did he come in and leave you in a better situation in terms of franchise during his tenure in the 15, 16 years that Coach Payton came here? He came here, he got a Super Bowl ring. None of the previous coaches ever done that. He won a lot of games and brought a lot of respectability to the Who Dat Nation and to the franchise. So I can't take nothing away from Coach Payton in terms of what his era represents, which is a lot of success in terms of if you consider the wins and losses. Now, like I said, we got a Super Bowl ring. A lot of people said we should have had multiple ones, and you're right on that. It just didn't work out the way to have multiple. But what it is what it is. We got to give him respect and love because he did upgrade the franchise. I agree with you on that.
But think about it though, Q. They said we only got one Super Bowl, but before he got there, we didn't have anything.
This is
You
true.
know, they got some teams that they don't have no Super Bowls. So I mean, yeah, we're supposed
None.
to win multiple, but the man bought us one
Mhm.
when nobody thought that we were gonna win nothing when
This is
he
true.
Ever.
came here.
This is true. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. He got a championship ring, and for the city of New Orleans, and we fought the NFL with their bull crap and everything was going on, referees and everything else. And listen, fam, it's a lot of going on. We know Coach Payton missed a lot of birthdays. He get all this is cumulative of look at this situation around it because people making these decisions, and you look around the spectrum of everything. Look at Drew Brees retires. And Drew Brees meant a lot to Coach Payton. He took a lot of weight off his shoulders in the offense. He knew that offense better. Almost, he was probably the second person in the organization that knew that offense as well. And to a degree, he knows it as well as better than Carmichael in many respects. But he took a lot when Drew retired. Man, he had to go back and have to groom another quarterback, and and other things that were going on. So there are many different veneers here. He got off of the competition committee around the same damn time and
That's another
didn't
thing I
want to
wanted
get
to bring up.
fined. And listen, I was telling people during the show, I said, listen, fam, people is Coach Payton is a football player, and it's a mindset that comes with that. That he's a football player, and that's what he tuned in. And he's a very smart man as well. And I was saying, like, a lot of people don't see the aggression that the NFL shows toward the New Orleans Saints. Coach Payton was on the committee, got off of that committee, and also you deal with the statistics that are coming out proving how the opponents for the Saints, I covered it on the previous show, was getting those calls. And Coach Payton constantly fussing and fighting with the referees and trying to make, and listen, it's hard. Whoever gonna come to New Orleans to be the head coach, they gotta be prepared to deal with the officials and the BS that comes with it, because the NFL, for
Right.
we know a reason, is against the Saints. It's not there. It's a difference between how they handle the Patriots versus how they handle the black and gold. So anyway, but yeah, brother Cropper, listen, thank you for your commentary, bro. I'm gonna move. I got a few other people, but thank you, bro, and who that to you, bro. Thank you.
All right, who
Who
that
that,
to you?
man?
You and Sway, man. Who that? Who that?
Who that, my brother? Thank you. All right, so we got brother David coming up next. Hennessy, thank you for your super chat, bro. Brother Hennessy says Sean Payton took us to Ruth Chris Steakhouse for dinner and ran out the back door, leaving us with the bill.
Oh, come on, man.
You he took you to Ruth Chris and then ran. So we gotta wash dishes. That's what you're saying, Hennessy? We gotta wash the dishes. All right. That's terrible.
That was a good one, though. I ain't gonna
That
lie. That was
was
a
a
good
good
one.
one. That was a good one there, bro. All right, so let's keep it going, man. Bring out brother David, free game, Sir Footlong, brother Prime, Man in Black, and the rest of the fam. Y'all stay right where y'all at. We're gonna get to y'all. Brother Dave, you on the stream. Thank you, bro.
What's up, guys? I don't know, for some reason, I don't know why Dowcam don't come up, man, but my alias is Dowcam28. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna remember that, bro.
yeah, no problem.
Oh, bro.
Man, listen, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all, but I'm not mad. Um, you know, just like the last caller said, that Sean Payton has brought a championship to New Orleans, and that's something that we never thought that could actually or would ever happen or whatever. But I'm not mad at all, man, and I think for me, it's everything with Sean Payton is strategy. I believe that he had multiple conversations with Drew Brees while Drew was being a commentator, and he probably was like asking Drew. Drew probably was telling him, like, "Listen, man, the money is good over here. You still can talk about the sport you love, and you can be off in time to go hit the golf course and spend time with your family." So, I mean, who wouldn't take a chance in going after that TV money? You know what I mean? And especially being Sean Payton. I know I would. I mean, I don't have to have the stress of the league, the referee, dealing with coaches, players, all these personality. I can just be and
Me.
what people do
Single.
what people don't understand is that your mental health is so important, and people don't even realize that, or probably don't even understand what it's like to be a head coach. That's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. So for all my Who Dat fans and family, listen, I hate to see him go too, but at the end of the day, man, listen. I give him his roses, man. Whatever he decides to do in the future, hey, I'm all for it. I'm not too worried about. It would only make sense for Dennis Allen to be the head coach since he's already in house, because him and Sean is very close. And I believe Sean had this conversation with him last year when Dennis thought about leaving. He probably told him, listen, hold on, because I might just give you this spot right here because I'm going to take a break. I believe Dennis Allen already knew Sean could possibly be leaving, and that way you get to keep Pete Carmichael, which we were saying for years, Pete need to get his shot at play calling. So if it would only make sense for Dennis Allen to become the head coach, I would be shocked if the Saints went out and get somebody else. But if not, hey, Dennis Allen, I feel he should be the head coach of the New Orleans Saints, and Pete Carmichael be the offensive coordinator. That way we got our defense players already in place. Our defense been good for so long. And yeah, man, I'm all for it. But I honestly think everybody keep on saying about Dallas Cowboys. Listen, Sean Payton is going to go to the New York Giants where he started. He will have full control over there in New York. I promise you that. The owners will not interfere with what he wants to do versus him going over to Dallas, where Jerry Jones probably can say, oh, I'm going to let you do what you want to do. No, you're not, because Bill Parcells was in Dallas, and you kept your behind on that sideline interfering when he was trying to coach. And Bill Parcells didn't stay in Dallas long when y'all had winning records with Dallas. So I don't see Sean Payton going to Dallas. I think he's going to take his time and get that TV deal and possibly have his own podcast and be successful. So, that's my take on it.
All right. Thank you, brother David. Appreciate you, bro. Who that to you, bro?
Who that,
Who that,
baby?
man?
Who that?
All right.
Yeah.
That's brother
I definitely
David, man.
agree,
Appreciate
man.
you.
He was like, yo, you don't know the pressures that go into being a head coach. You got to deal with 52 rich, grown men with attitudes and personalities. Then you have to deal with scheduling and all kind of foolery, getting this uniform, this guy. You got personnel to handle that, but you got to make sure all this stuff get done, man. So coaching is very pressure. Man, it's a burden, man. But he did it for 15 years, got us a Super Bowl. That's not easy at all, man. So yeah, you got to give Payton his roses. You have to.
All right. Thank you, brother Dada, for your super chat, fam. He says, I swear Sean must have burned out for real to walk away from 3 years, $45 million left. Oh, yeah, he knows that he has wherever he's going, bro, he gonna double or even possibly triple that. So his value is high, and he made a decision to go, and we just have to deal with it, But yeah, and also, yeah, thank you, Eric. He says, remember Dennis Allen canceled that interview with the Chicago Bears. Yeah, the Saints. It's definitely inside baseball that he is one of the guys that they're looking at to kind of continue to have some sort of familiarity with it. But you heard what Gail said, that they will go through a thorough search. All right, so here we go. We got free game up next. Sir Footlong, Brother Prime, Rudy, Crusher, Brother Pat Rich is in the building, and Ocharimo is also there as well. So free game. Welcome to the stream, bro.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing good, bro. Welcome on.
Ooh.
Man, I think that Sean Payton was done after that Minnesota Miracle, man. After that, it's like the energy changed, with the team. It just really changed after the Minnesota Miracle, and then everything this year with COVID and everything, and I think he was just tired of dealing with the cheating and the missed calls, that it put a lot on your mind when you keep on getting traumatized by close wins. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But also too, I think Sean Payton been had a side chick. You know what I mean? I think he been had a side chick. Far as I think he been talking to other teams. Simply because I was listening to a couple of podcasts today, and they were saying he was talking to the Cowboys since 2019. And we keep on getting reports that Sean Payton leaving. Hey, leaving here, leaving there. I believe where there's smoke is fire. You know, it was a rumor for years. But I don't think we would have won a Super Bowl with Sean Payton due to the bounty gate. That's what I think it was. And Sean Payton had to lead the team. Because we wasn't gonna ever win the Super Bowl if the game come down to referees. So I think Sean Payton been talking to teams, but also too, I understand what he's going through and with the COVID and the late game calls and stuff like that.
Right. Right. I you know what? At some point, I do agree. Like, man, it was to a point the way he kept fighting, but once they implement, and he knew, like, he knows the refs and the NFL is against him, and once they were able to have more control with this COVID deal, I'm like, man, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
They put him out. They put him out, man. He gotta go somewhere else, man. I think he should go to the Broncos, not the Cowboys. If he wait till next year, I don't think the Cowboys gonna win the Super Bowl. If he wait to 2024 to coach the Cowboys, 2023, I don't think the Cowboys go to the championship. I think the Cowboy championship window is next year. They can get that. Everybody old on their team. He gonna be in the same situation as us with the Cap.
All right, free game. I appreciate you dropping knowledge, my brother. Thank you for joining the show, my friend. Who that to you?
Hey, your brother, who that, baby?
Hey, peace out, y'all.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, love.
All right, that's free game, man. Appreciate the brother.
Hey, I tell you what though, he did leave us with Michael Thomas as a trading chip. I'm ready to trade that boy.
Yeah, we know, Sway.
Big old bargaining chip right there.
I
hear you, bro. 7 games in 2 years?
You got to get healthy first, Wade. You got to get healthy before you try to trade him out the door, bro. You got to get healthy.
I guess you're right. I'll throw that wounded dog out the door. Who want him?
He ain't going to get much for him, bro, if you trade him. You got to get healthy first. Yeah, it's all going to look different. Sir Footlong, welcome to the show, bro. How you doing? Sir Footlong, are you there?
Say, bro, you know what? You bold. I ain't gonna lie at you. Because I don't know that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Say, bro, hold on. Let me say this right quick. Hey, Q, you cold. You know what I'm saying? You got buku. They'll get buku respect because I don't know this man, but there's no way I'm gonna call him Sir Footlong.
The man name is Sir Footlong. Sway, cut it out.
Sorry, I'm gonna call you brother.
Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. All right, bro. Welcome to the show. You got it shaking about that shit.
Oh man.
Leave it this way.
Hey, man, I love you, Sway, like bro.
Love you, brother. Love you, brother.
All right, dude. Leave it to him, man. Leave it this way. But welcome to the show, bro. What you think about Coach Payton?
Man, I kind of am in agreement with everybody, man. I'm not really I don't know if I'm sad about it, but it is kind of, I don't know if it's like slightly like shocking, and I don't know. I'm just so used to like riding with Payton, and like just not having him next year is going to be a little bit different and peculiar. But I wanted to you said something about like the Green Bay thing earlier, And I wanted to say this. I don't know if our transition would be as smooth as theirs was because um they still had like a Hall of Fame quarterback at the time when they did it. So when they made it from McCarthy to the younger coach, they still had the quarterback that was still with that system. I think it would be easier if if it was like Peyton was gone and then like Drew came in and it was like a younger coach, but that's not the case. So I feel like our transition would be a little bit rougher because it would be a new coach, and we don't have it as an experienced quarterback in the system as how Aaron Rodgers is in Green Bay. But with that being said, man, you got to give Peyton his credit, man. Dude did do a lot, like all the double digit winning seasons and stuff, and like what I'm saying, the multiple playoffs. But I think the last guy hit the nail on the head though. Like I do feel like having those losses in the playoffs and stuff like that with the referees and all that type of stuff, I do feel like that takes it's real draining because as the family base was drained from all of that, so I know Sean was drained from it. So all
Yeah.
them years back to back with all of that stuff going on. I just feel like it took a toll on him. And I don't know how old he is, but I know like he's not like a younger head coach. He what I'm saying, he getting up there in age, like, so that takes a lot more like discipline every year for him to want to have that same hunger and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. It's a peculiar time. This whole week has seemed to been like bad news for the Saints, bro. Like, say everywhere we turn, we got Eli Apple chucking his nonsense. We got Rotten Apple. We got old Rotten Apple out here, man. We got Sean. He
Yeah,
didn't,
man.
what I'm saying? He didn't step down. He didn't got off the soapbox, man. I don't know, man. I'm feeling kind of peculiar about it, man. I would like to have seen him do it like one more time, like run it back just one more time. But man, I mean, it's all. I know what I don't want to see. I don't want to see him in Dallas. I don't want to see that. That's what I don't want
You
to
don't want to
see.
see him in Atlanta neither.
Man, I don't want to see him on the Falcons. I don't want to see him in the NFC. Go to the AFC.
Right.
Go to the
Right.
AFC. Don't stay in the NFC. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like the team, though, I think we'll be all right though. But without Sean, these young dudes and like all of these like I don't know if Traquan Smith is gonna be a part of the team. Hopefully not. But the guys of that nature, like the young guys, they're gonna really have to step up. Like, and we're gonna have to like rely on the veterans to keep that winning culture and that winning way. And like, hopefully we promote from inside. But,
Right.
I don't know if like, Carmichael, I feel like Carmichael could do a good job. If we hire, a coach from elsewhere, hopefully we could get a guy
Right.
like they call it before, said Eric Bieniemy or one of these young guys, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that could come in and just build on what Peyton did. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, but just keep the ship steady and just make improvements on what's already here. So, that's just how I feel about it.
All right. Well, I appreciate your thoughts on that, brother. Brother Footlong, much love to you. thank you for your commentary, bro. And who that to you?
Who that, man?
All right,
that?
brother.
Appreciate you, bro.
Who that?
All right. Sway, bro, I tell you something terrible. All right, let's keep it going.
Man, that's a good dude, bro. Good dude, bro.
Bro, we got brother.
Lord. I agree.
Brother.
You know what? And it's just different aspects you can look from it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know really what it was, but like he was saying, man, he probably just tired, sick and tired of these refs, man, going against him. And hey, man, I can't take y'all ain't gonna go nowhere while I'm here because they gonna keep putting their foot on y'all neck. So I'm gonna just step on down, man, and next man up. For the love of the city. He cried, bro. That dude cried.
I know, and it was a touching situation. Early on in the press conference, he was going back to the stories. And one thing you got to give Coach Payton, he has a phenomenal memory. I mean, he recalls events, days, years, and stuff like that really well. But the thing is, what's really intriguing about it is that a lot of stuff you can say kind of got at him this past year. But my thing is, too, another question for the Great Saint Think Tank. There's almost 200 of us in here. Please hit the like button if you hadn't hit it. My question to the Who Dat Nation, the Great Saint Think Tank, is if Drew Brees was still with the Saints, or what if Drew Brees was with the Saints this year, would Coach Payton have stepped away? Let's say Drew Brees played this year and he was committed to next year. Just a question. What I'm just trying to get what the mindset of the family members is. Would he have retired if he had Drew for this year and next year? Just asking.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. So y'all put it in the chat. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Nunya said, I understand Payton did what was best for him with this move, but being real, I feel a certain type of way. I can't help but to feel like he left us hanging, and that's the feeling. I seen another family member who was saying, and a lot of family members saying that he left us in a bad bind and all this kind of stuff. Listen, fam, a few moves, we get what we need to get. We just got to, first thing and foremost, we just got to get our coaching situation established. That'll come with time. And listen, Coach Payton left with more positive than negative, to be honest with you. Let's just state it like that. And that's a very simple way to throw it. Coach Payton gave you more positive than negative. Just to be real with you, and I'm going to ask the family members, do y'all agree about that thing? But anyway, let's keep it going. We got a lot of people on the line. Let's get to some commentaries from the next group of family. I want everybody to get an opportunity to hear it. And I'm asking the family members that's chiming in, please kind of keep your commentary brief because we're trying to fit as many people as we can in the next just inside of an hour.
It's a big show.
Okay, Brother Prime, welcome to the stream. How you doing, bro?
Hello, my brothers.
Much love, bro.
Okay, this is for you, Wade. I got a couple of things I want to say. No more trust to Payton. And also,
no more trust to Payton. No more. Oh man, no, yeah.
And also, let Professor Brochard.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, no more trust to Payton. You gotta be a saint. You gotta be a saint. After he leave here, that's just Sean Payton. You're not a saint no more. Once you're not a saint, I mean, you just Sean Payton now.
Right. And let Professor Brochard say some things to the Who Dat Nation. I've been a fan since 1970. I'm 59 years old, been teaching 26 years. The last couple of years, I have thought a lot about quitting teaching, but I'm still stay around, and I'm 59 for a couple of more years until at least my son graduates. But let's get to Payton. Some interesting points I want to bring up. Number one, Payton came with a hurricane and left with a hurricane. Number two, the Caesar's Dome, and the Saints were sacrificed, and it was Payton that was sacrificed. Number three, I know everybody's sad, but now we get to see who the real fans are. So all you phonies, get out of here. Go about your business. Because I had to deal with Dallas Cowboy fans all day today in Houston. I already made my first bet with a Dallas Cowboy person. I told him we are going to win the division, and I am wearing James' shirt, and he'll be back. The Taysom Hill experiment is done. Allen would be a good coach, and I think to continue to have that continuity, perfect. Also, think about this, Jonah. Now, we're finally going to get people, when they draft somebody, they'll stop playing them out of position. Probably we'll get the OC, who's a good OC. He had to live out, he's been under Sean Payton's shadow now for 13 years? He's probably going to do a good job. And he's probably going to know how to run the ball and stop making stupid play call decisions at the wrong time that have cost us games, especially playoff games. Another fact, class. His playoff record was 9-8. His last record as coach was 9-8. Next thing I want to bring up is the fact that I was looking at Marcellus Wiley today. And Marcellus Wiley brought up an interesting point. He said he don't think Sean Payton was the same ever since Barnegate. And Marcellus even said on TV, go back and look at it. He said that's nothing new. I used to do that when I was playing. We used to put bonus on taking out the best player. Or we'll give you $1,000 if you take out their running back and stop their running game. So that was BS. That was BS. And when Payton came back, he was never the same person. Never the same person. He had mellowed out a whole lot. Another fact, I still say we're gonna win the division because I don't know if y'all heard it, but more than likely, Tampa Bay is gonna lose their offensive coordinator and he's going to Jacksonville. But I'm gonna leave them alone because they're not gonna be crap anyway once Brady and their 26 free agents leave. Atlanta's in disarray. Carolina is in disarray. Carolina has hired the former head coach of the Giants to be their OC. People, we gonna be good. We're going to be awesome. We're going to have a winning season next year. We're going to win this division. James is going to sign to a long-term contract until we be able to get a young quarterback in year after next year's drafts because there's nobody to take a chance on this year as far as drafting for quarterback. Now, to all these Cowboy fans, okay, let's just say y'all do get. He can't go anywhere for after the 2025 season. And if y'all think about going for him, good. Make him pay for it. We want 2 number 1s, 2 number 2s, and a number 3 for Sean Payton. While he's still on contract with him. Don't let him go easily because that's the same contract. That's the same deal that Oakland had to do with Tampa Bay for Chucky, for Gruden. So make him pay. Y'all want him? Take him. I'm going to tell you this much. Don't be surprised. He don't even go to Dallas. He goes to Chicago. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. So all you phony, fake Saints fans who only was here because of the winning time since 2006, get your ass out of here. Go sit over there in the corner somewhere. Turn around. We don't want to see you. You in timeout. Stay away. Stay away. The real fans are going to be here. It's time to move on. Don't get depressed because we still have a solid foundation with some players. I know people talk about the salary cap. Yeah, we can do some people deals again, but we can also cut some players like Armstead, let him go. Cut Taysom Hill, let him go. And a couple other people. We might even have to let Williams go. But we still have CD Deuce and a couple other young people that got experience this year during the season that's going to do us good in the long run. And I am so pissed and sick and tired and pissed of the national media saying doom and gloom about the Saints, and somebody say, "Oh, let's blow it all up." No, you don't have to blow it all up. You have a foundation. Come on now. Nah, people. We have a bright future. It's going to be good. It's going to be all good. Don't worry. Like I said, I already made my first bet of $20 that the Saints are going to win the division and have a winning season next year.
You know what I heard crazy? I heard this crazy thing. What's the NFL show with the guy from the Patriots? And then it was another guy with the No, the big guy, the lineman. I can't think his name. I can't think his black guy, flat top, big. I can't think his name. Anyway, his co-host that was on there, he was talking about, they were saying, who can the Saints give up? You know, one of these fools said Alvin Kamara.
Oh,
so who? Right. Who?
I would like some of that weed. That's some good shit.
Who is this guy, man? I cannot. And he's a real pop. He used to be a former NFL player. Oh, I can't think of this guy. Man.
It's gonna come to you. Watch when when the show is over. It's gonna come to you because you see, they just want to take everything from us. They don't want New Orleans to be good at all because they're hating. They're hating. Sean Payton, hats off to you. You did a job, but you made some mistakes. Number one, you should have took Drew Brees' ass out the playoff game last year, and let Jameis play the game. Number two, stop calling all these stupid calls that's going to cost us game. I bet you right now, when Carmichael becomes offensive coordinator, we're going to run the ball and use play action a lot. It's time to get rid of Fish Hands, Aquaman, Troutman. It's time to get rid of Mr. No Hands, sometimes Smith. Even that tight end that we got, the big tall dude, get rid of him. And I got to tell people, the same Cowboys fan, give us Michael Thomas. It would make no sense for the Saints to get rid of Michael Thomas because of the fact that He has a $22 million contract, but if you get rid of him, you got to still pay him $16 million. $6 million is not like a big savings. That makes no common sense. I'm pissed at Michael too, that he didn't play last year. But what you do, you reconstruct his contract, and basically you make up for those last 2 years that he didn't play at all. That's what you got to do. It's going to be done. Making them are going to be work. And last but not least, I'm not a big LSU fan. SU, Southern University, Jaguars. Now, all these people that been hoping to draft LSU players, y'all might start getting your wish. Because you got to remember, Payton was from Chicago, from Illinois, which is not too far from Ohio. So he grew up in that environment around those states. So you might get more LSU players. All right?
Brother Prime, I thank you for your commentary. I got to jump to the next one. I got a bunch of people.
Peace. Y'all brothers take it easy.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Good commentary.
Prime.
Thank you, brother.
That was
Prime.
Willie McGinnis. Willie McGinnis and Michael Robinson was the one that said that thing.
Thank y'all for dropping that knowledge, because Swade was totally lost. DLP and a few other family members. All right, we got Rudy, we got Crusher, brother Pat Rich, Acharima, Uncle Paulie, brother K Scott, and the OG Jerry. We're gonna try to get everybody in before 8:30. So please be brief with your commentary, fam. We're trying to get everybody in this thing. Rudy, welcome to the stream.
How's it going there, Big Q?
How you doing, my friend? How you been?
I've been good, busy as all get out.
Good,
I finally got time to get my hair, get my good cut on.
All right, good. What you think about the Coach Payton thing, bro?
Well, I am saddened the fact that he's kind of taking a step down. He's taking a year off. I'm like, to be honest, it brings it back. Well, he's leaving us. He left us with a great foundation. That's why because there's like even in his 15 years, there's a lot of pieces that's still there. That has been there since he got there. Or have made little to no change. But to be honest, there's no way. Now, well, actually, I'm not going to phrase. Now, I think he might take another coaching job somewhere else. Quite possibly, There's all because his value is in his stock is so freaking high at this point. But it's I'm not saying. Look, it's just really now. Sometimes burnout is a thing, and sometimes you got to take a step back and put things in perspective. I'm going to use Coach Payton's words that I remember he said a while back. It's better to cut someone a year early than to have him and basically have whatever. Sorry.
That's all right. Take your time, brother.
Take your time, bro.
I'm doing my best I can. My brain's kind of going to another topic. It's better to cut someone a year early. Then have them basically go downhill, immediately after that.
Right.
And in this sense, I feel like this is hit. Like now, granted, the $70 million of the cap is daunting. I'm pretty sure someone's. But with Mickey Loomis still at the helm, like this dude can really pull money out of thin air. It's like for my next trick, I will pull $100 million out of that.
Yeah.
But and plus, I think this is all about getting perspective. He knows he's getting up there in age. He just recently got married, and a lot of time he was on he was literally working from basically before sun up to sundown for his job, and that takes a toll on a family.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yep, especially got a lot of people telling you, hey, you suck at your job. And you know what? If I suck at my job, then I'm about to leave. And he left.
That's not how it works.
I'm just saying it could be.
But to be honest, out of everyone in the NFC South who was literally in disarray, I feel like out of all this chaos, only the Saints have everything in order to where they can right this ship and take an upward path. Because we're the only team with total stability, Because this ain't the first time Sean had to do a fire sale, After those 7-9 seasons, he's like, hold up now. If the problem ain't me, it's probably supporting cast. It's time to build a winning culture. And he fire herself that room, got every toxic cancerous person out. And from 2017 on, he decided he made a winning record. He decided not winning, like winning culture. And the players are all in on that culture. They may talk crap us on and off the field, but the one place they won't talk crap is in that locker room. Because everyone knows behind closed doors, the opponents are like, man, these guys are really good.
Right.
Speaking of which, I know you're talking about how Eli Apple kind of throwing shade at Sean. I know how Sean threw shade back. Someone I was on my Facebook page earlier, on the NFC South page, and they talked about they quoted that Twitter post, and someone put a picture side by side. Was like, "So you're clean now, huh?" Like he's from, I think he's like doing with like alcohol or something. So you clean now, huh? It had a picture of Eli Apple and a dude from Captain Phillips. This was my reply, my only reply. Look at me, I'm the cornerback now. That was my only reply when I saw that picture.
Yes, indeed.
And the dude was laughing his butt up. Someone else said on point. I'm like, if you're gonna start crap, you best be careful, because if you're not down here, we write checks that we can cash. And if you're not careful,
I know who can't cash. I know Eli Apple ain't gonna be able to cash that goddamn check he didn't cash. He didn't sign because he can't.
He let his alligator mouth write a check. He let his alligator mouth write a check. His bluebird butt can't cash.
There you go. Doggone right. Eli Apple.
Well, look, Rudy, I thank you for chiming in, my friend. We got some other people on the line.
Yeah, I know you're busy. I just wanted to say my piece, and I hope you guys are doing well.
No,
sorry I haven't been on.
No, it's good to see you though, Will. Good to see that you here chiming in on the stream, bro. I hadn't seen you in a while, so it's good to see.
Yeah, I've been working I've been kind of working my butt off,
Well,
right.
With my job I just picked up, which kind of slowed down a little bit, but it's fine. I just need to call them up, see if I can get a job, and football practice. I'm actually still part of a semi-pro football team.
Oh,
go ahead, man. That's what's up, man.
South Louisiana
Defense.
Get this.
Congratulations.
I've been on there for a while, but last year I was in the press box because it got late, anyways, and that was a big help there too. But the cool thing is, I was made after one practice. Coach plus we was all gathered, hold up to break it off. I was made the team captain for the special teams.
Go ahead, Rudy. Good thing,
man. Keep it going,
go ahead,
keep going,
bro. Keep it climbing, bro. Keep doing that.
That's
Stay positive,
bro.
with it. But we're gonna holler at you later. We'll down around, Rudy. But yeah,
hopefully I'll be around for the Pelicans podcast.
Yeah, we'll be doing another sports coma tomorrow too, bro. This is gonna be a week-long thing where we have people chiming in on Payton. So much love to you, my brother. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Who that to you?
Who that? That's Rudy, man. Chiming in. Appreciate it, Rudy. Chill
what
out,
did he just do? What was that?
The man just belts. Chill out, bro. You same damn face when the brother flushed the tall. I forgot who it was, brother Freddie. Same face. Smallville says the new coach's first move should be to re-sign Jameis Winston, void Taysom Hill's contract before March, and then get Alvin Kamara some help. We overused him a lot, and get us a number 2 wide receiver. Thank you, Smallville, for your super chat, my fam. Appreciate you as well. So yeah, a lot of things change nowadays. Swayed you crazy. All right, we got CT Crusher, brother Pat Rich, Ocharimo, Uncle Paulie, brother K Scott, brother Jerry, and the young brother Purple Marcus chiming in. So up next, brother Crusher, welcome to the stream. How you doing, brother?
Man, who that to y'all, man? It was good. It was good.
Who that?
It's been a minute. I ain't chimed in a minute, man. But look, I'm gonna definitely keep it concise. Definitely gonna keep it short. Want to give my respect. I just want to take time to realize Coach Sean Payton, what he accomplished, what he's done, who he is, not prognosticate on the future, who this move, that move, OC, DC, don't matter. This guy is one of the most innovative coaches of all time. This guy basically reinvented how you have a committee running back. This guy basically made a paper cut offense designed to dominate the field in a way that he never has been done before. It's gonna be hard to emulate.
it's gonna be hard to copy that. A 152-89 record overall, number 4th to all active coaches in games over 500, number 5th in winning percentage, 13 years of top 3 offense, 10 years top 10 offense. It's so many things that we could talk about. It's so many things that we could say. Man, where we was before this franchise got Coach Sean Payton, before we made the decision to get Drew Brees, we were that bottom list. We were that bottom feeding. We were void and devoid of all self-love and self-respect and not knowing exactly what worth was. He gave us that. He gave us that. For me personally, and this is just my take, he gave me a notion of self-love, self-respect, acceptance, having confidence. Because without 2009, life changed. Life changed for me. Definitely. A personal inspiration to me has always been somebody of a staple in my heart to perseverance and resilience. And let's be honest, 17 head coaches in and out of this division since Coach Payton been in the NFC South. 17. Second reigning longest tenure coach. Second tenure longest reigning coach in the league, behind, of course, Patriots. I can't even think, man. Belichick. I'm so sorry, bro. So win, lose, or draw, that 10 years long, that sustained a lot of years. So this decision was made before anything. This decision was contingent on a lot of things, but it was way more concrete than we ever would have known, than we ever would have seen. And it was just time for things to happen that way. I'm glad they happened the way they did. I'm not surprised. I think this year did take a toll, but it definitely didn't, have the whole controlling factor of him, being that, deciding to leave. It definitely played a factor, but it was just time for everything, bro. It's time for everything. Sometimes beginning again is what I mean. I said that week 1, we begin again, and the franchise begins again. What we do have is intangibles. What we do have is a concept of winning, success, knowing what to do, knowing when to cut the rice off, like Grandma used to say. Knowing when to cut the stove off, knowing when to stir, right, knowing when to ball, knowing when to chill. Man. So it's no better. It's no greater gift than giving somebody the gift of an idea. It's no greater gift of. I was telling somebody earlier this week that you could give somebody $1 million, but what's more endearing is the idea of what they need to do with that $1 million than literally giving them that currency. And that's what Coach Sean Payton did for me personally. That's what New Orleans Saints do for me. So it's no greater gift than that. It doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter if he pop up again. That itch, that niche for coaching, that itch that he's gonna get. Of course, the man is vivacious, bombastic, charismatic, hungry, always the drive, the determination. He's gonna be back in coaching. I do believe that, but it doesn't matter. I want to give Coach Payton his roses. I want to say my piece. I love this team. I love everything we stand for. I love everything that we can do to move forward. And I know that pain hurt. It grows, because growth can hurt. Growth hurts. It encourages growth. It propels growth. That's what pain does. It hurts. It's sad. It's confusing. But something has to happen to incite and inspire you to grow and heal. And we will. That's what we do. That's what we've always done. That's the resiliency that's left there. Man. I love y'all, bro. I start tuning in to YouTube like 2-3 years ago. It's a very cathartic thing for me. We didn't have to agree with Coach Payton. We didn't have to disagree with Coach Payton. It didn't matter, because right now we prognosticate about the future. We don't know. That's contingent on who they bring in. That's contingent if we stay in-house. We don't know. We don't know. So I'm not going to waste time trying to figure that out now. What I will do is reflect on the legendary career of my head coach, reflect on the success of my team over the last 20 years, reflect on the fact that before he was here, we had no identity. We had no self-love. We had no self-respect for our team, our franchise, and he turned that completely 360 degrees around. They want to make a movie about the Bounty Gate year. They need to make a movie about Hurricane Katrina and Coach Payton and Drew Brees and what they've done to the city, to the state, for everything they've accomplished for us. It doesn't matter about the future. It doesn't matter what happens next. All that matters is what has happened. And we've been here for the whole ride. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And much love to y'all, man. Who that forever? Black and gold forever in a day.
Forever.
Much love.
That's
Thank you, brother
right.
Crusher. Much
Word
love
up.
to you, my brother. You be safe
Yes,
and
sir.
who that to you, bro.
You know what, man?
That's
My
my
man
dog.
Crusher,
That's
man,
my
he
dog,
absolutely
Crusher.
right, bro.
He got that
He like,
people's
yo, you know
champion.
what?
That's the people's champion, brother Crusher. He got the belt on his shoulder. So I mean,
Nah,
always good to always hear from him, man. But go ahead,
the
Swade.
man Sean Payton. No, Sean Payton, he put the Saints on the map, man. You know, he did for us like what Dungy did for the Buccaneers. Well, you know, what people may argue with that. Or what Bill Walsh did for the 49ers, or Chuck Noll did. That's what he did for the Saints. Now the Saints are officially on the map as a winning franchise. You know, and Sean Payton, like he named all his accolades, man. Everything Payton has done. Pretty good doggone coach, man. And he put the Saints where we should be and made us a very attractive NFL sports city. But the thought still ponders. It goes in my head. One of the thoughts that, man, he couldn't take it. He couldn't take it anymore. Like, you know, every time you turn around, what's wrong?
No, I was just reading one of the comments by GM
Every
Kev,
time you
man.
every time you turn around, man, is another thing against the Saints. We can't catch a break. And maybe the last straw was this COVID year. It was this COVID year when, man, look, now they have super control. You just take my players off the roster. And then another probably thing that broke the back was when LA lost that huge 17-0 lead in the playoffs. I mean, well, for us to get to the playoffs, he was like, you know what, man, because he left immediately after that thing. He was like, you know what, bro? They really don't want me to have this thing. Like, in my opinion, there was no way that, yo, man, the Rams supposed to lose, which I'm going back with that. And that could be the straw. That was it. The COVID year and that. I couldn't take them. You know. And so it's a lot of things to ponder of reasons why he left. But hey, who really knows? But Sean Payton.
He gone, bro. He's he's on the shelf, the history shelf.
He's not gone. Stop saying like that.
He's gone. That's what I said. He's gone. He's not a Saint anymore. And we love.
Because you know when people say, man, he's gone. I'm like, no.
No, I didn't say transition to the afterworld, Swade. I just barely said that he's gone. He's not the Saints coach anymore. Brian, thank you for your super chat. Fam says, what's happening, fam? I appreciate Payton. Time to turn the page. DA would be a likely choice with Chris Richard as the DC, but instead of Carmichael, would you bring in new blood on the offense? He says it, but instead of Carmichael, would you bring in terms of the offensive coordinator? If Dennis Allen if Dennis Allen is the coach, he's more than likely going to keep Pete Carmichael as his OC, you know, and rock like that, because if you hire Dennis Allen as the coach, that means that you are trying to stabilize some familiarity with the team and keep some principles of what Coach Payton had over the last 15 plus years in the building. So, I mean, I would add some offensive weapons to that system, because I don't think Carmichael is a bad offensive coordinator. We just hadn't seen enough of him. I know he has done a damn good job as an assistant, offensive assistant, which what his title should have been under Coach Payton, because he really didn't call the games Coach Payton did. But we'll see. I think if Dennis Allen is the guy, and they're saying that, rumors are situating it that he's a forerunner, we don't know. But if he is, I think Carmichael would be the guy. And right now, Coach Richard, Chris Richard, is being reached out to by several different teams. The Ravens and Steelers both looking at him for a defensive coordinator position. They interviewed him. So he's a guy that, it's intriguing. To me, Coach Richard, if Dennis Allen, then of course there's Nielsen, Ryan Nielsen, who guys are looking at him. So you might lose some people depending on where these guys gonna go. It just it
Would it
happens
be
every year. So
disrespectful to get a head coach and not get Dennis Allen?
thank you,
Would
Brian.
it be disrespectful to Dennis Allen?
No, it wouldn't be disrespectful if you find the right guy you think gonna take fit those big shoes and lead the Saints into the future. No, it wouldn't be disrespectful. It's all about the growth and the progression of the team. It's not about emotional attachment to this guy or that guy. It depends on what the Saints want to do and what's the vision. So that's the question. What vision do they have? Do they want to keep some semblance of what Coach Payton laid down over the next 15 plus years or the last 15 years, or do they want to go in a different direction? And they got a lot of interesting coach. Eric Bieniemy is one that's bannered about. He's from the New Orleans area, did a phenomenal job with the Kansas City Chiefs. Is he a guy that you're looking for? So, I mean, there are quite a few candidates out there that the Saints could look at. And Gail Benson said they're going to do a thorough search. So, I mean, that's what it is. But anyway, let's bring on Brother Pat Rich. He's next. And then after Brother Pat Rich, we're going to just flock everybody in here and try to get everybody word before we tune out of this sucker. It's time.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Hey, man, look, I do want to give Sean Payton his flowers. So I'm going to hold this fucking flower pot up and let him know that, hey, look, take your flowers. Now you're out of here. Okay. Anyway, to the situation. Sean Payton went ahead on and said, hold up. Baby, we out. Hold on. Get the clothes, right? Suitcase, right there. It's done. We gone. $70 million. Let's have a moment of silence, please. $70 million. $70 million. Shit, I can't deal with that salary cap. What? I can't deal with that salary cap. What? I'm about to lose a lot of players. What? Do you think I want to coach this team with $70 million? Oh, shucks, moment of silence. Moment passed. All right. So, anyways, though, let's go ahead on. Let's really look at the situation. This guy said, man, look, I'm out of here, right? He ain't worried about nothing. He got his suitcase already packed, just like I do. And he gone. Let him go. Let him go. We got to look towards the future. 06, we drafted Reggie Bush. Excuse me for 1 second, gentlemen. I got to get into my good gear here. All right? Because this jersey is 16 years old. Right. If we really want to go back to it. You feel me? So, 16 years. I wear this every Sunday. You see how old this piece is? Woo! I didn't wear this jersey out. Just like he wore it out. $70 million. We got to think about it. $71 million. That's a whole lot of money to go on and look at. That's a whole lot of money that you got to try and re-sign everybody that you had on this team last past year. You want to let Teron Armstead go? In his press conference, he said, no, Teron Armstead is a leader. He is a solid leader on this team. So you think Mickey ain't going to think about that? Come on, man. We got to push contracts out and all that type of stuff like that there. Some people will be cut once again. How in the world are we supposed to compete with that there? How in the world is Sean Payton supposed to compete with that there? Can you go through another year of rebuilding a whole team and doing all the evaluation that you can to actually get the team that you want? No, that's stressful, man. That's hard. Bill Parcells was his mentor, right? Bill went ahead on every 4 years. Bill switched the job. It didn't matter to Bill. Bill will go to television, then go back to coaching. Television, back to coaching. Bro, we have to be smart about this, man. All right? You got Aaron Glenn, you got Dennis Allen, right? Aaron Glenn being possibly a head coaching candidate. Dennis Allen probably being a head coaching candidate. But we got to think about what happened with the Raiders. That garbage ass team, he went 8-24. Yeah, 8-24 before they let him go. Do y'all really, really, really think about that there? And then we talk about building a culture. That's what Sean Payton talked about in his whole meeting. He said culture, culture, culture. It's about the culture. It's about the players and the culture that they bring along with it. So if we're going to be real about this, let's just go ahead on and let this shit sink in for just a hot second, scratching my head. But man, look, we are not built that way. We are built culturally based. We going on, we entertain. Sway, you know how I am, bro. All right. When Aaron Brooks was quarterback, hold on. No, forget that. When Jeff Blake was quarterback and we were 6-1.
Real chilling at George. Yeah, I remember watching them games over there. Yep.
You see what I'm saying, bro? So let's go back to that thing. Let's go back to the Mora years where Jim Mora went ahead on. He could not get over the hump. All right? We're putting ourselves into a rebuilding stage right now. You think that man has to 16 years in this league as a head coach, 1 year suspended, so it makes it 15. Do you think that this man feels like rebuilding once again or trying to retool? That's stressful, man. That is a stressful situation for us to look at. So who in charge of the girls, Sway? Nah, who in charge of the girls now? Nobody.
Dennis Allen.
We don't have no coach. Who?
Dennis Allen is in charge of the girls.
Dennis Allen? You bullshit. 8-24. You don't let that slide.
Robert Leftwich is in charge of the girls.
Oh, yeah, he surely is right there in Jacksonville. You ain't lying. In Clinton, because that is a Clinton. You know what I'm saying? We got to think about this, bro. Do you really want this dude right now, his mental capacity at where he stands, everything like that? Do you really want that sitting on our heads, man? I mean, like, he's already went ahead on and handed out with the referees. Them bitches ain't gonna let us win. And y'all know that already. Oh, here it is. Guess what? Finally, we will not see an Ohio State player drafted to this team this year. We will have some type of variety of players to come along. I'm glad because we finally need to look outside of that window. Yeah, y'all see that March 100 picture behind me, huh, baby? Yeah. But anyways, though, we finally need to go ahead on and get outside of this window of drafting Ohio State players. You know what I'm saying? We need to pick the best players, man. Sean Payton's evaluation of talent is good, but guess what, though? It was not great. Why? Bill Belichick has 7. No, he has 6, and it was with Tom Brady. We had freaking Drew Brees at one point in time. And we went ahead on, and we only accomplished 1. So who's to blame on that? We can go ahead on and say defense. We can call out every defensive coordinator that we had.
But who's in charge of the girls is what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Who's in charge of the girls? Who's in charge of the ones who are playing on the field on offense at the time to get the mission accomplished? You saw it just this past weekend. The Chiefs versus the Bills. That dude, Josh Allen, had a chance to go out there possibly and make something happen if the rules were different. But the rules aren't different, right? The rules are set and etched in stone. If you score 7, you're out.
Right. So
you see what I'm saying?
So what I'm hearing is, Mr. Pat Rich, you are saying that it was time for Sean Payton.
It's time for him to go, bro.
Over the similar to Andy Reid in Philly.
Yes, sir.
And so Sean Payton may go to another team.
I don't care who he go to. What it is, this is that if he go to another team, we play him, we gotta smash him. Is there any other thing that I can say to you that makes you understand that? You go to another team, bitch, we gotta smash you. We gotta take your head completely off.
You right. You're absolutely correct.
So basically, here it is. You're telling me that a guy who was here for 15, 16 years, created a culture, a winning culture. Great. Right. I'm glad for what you did for us right after Katrina. You gave us a Super Bowl 3 years after you got here. Thank you. I appreciate you. Much obliged. But bitch, look at here. That's a door right there. Catch that motherfucker. The door is right there. Catch it. If you want to leave on your own terms, leave. Thank you. Let's get some new blood in here. Let's get somebody with a creative mindset. Shucks, if you look at it, okay, here it is. Philadelphia went in on, they put a gamble out there. Next thing you know, guess what? Oh, they go in on, they get to the playoffs. Who's sitting on the sidelines? We are. Ask yourself a lot of questions, man. Don't go ahead on, bro, and put it all on Sean and be like, hey, look, we need this head coach. No, we don't, bro. It is up to the players to create the culture. It is up to the players to expect of each other what they need to expect. You look at Cincinnati right now, guess what? Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, Uzama, all them guys. It is up to the players to create the culture. The head coach to be dumb as shit. Look at Mike McCarthy. Dumb as an ass. Don't know how to manage time. But still, at the same time, though, they won games. Why? Because it was up to the players and the culture to play for that star. We're asking our players to play for that Florida lead that's on the side of that helmet to make sure that everything that we ask for from them as fans or as consumers, I like to put it that way, consumers of this game, consumers of this team. We're asking everything of them to give us their best. So it's not on a coach. A coach does not push an agenda. The players push the agenda. Not too long ago, Patrick Mahomes was mic'd up with Travis Kelce, and they went ahead on. They was talking about some, hey, look, I'm gonna change the route. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Communication, bro. What happens with marriage? Any communication in marriage, bro. If the towers of communication are knocked down, then guess what happens? That marriage fails, right? So the towers of communication right here are knocked down, and we cannot go ahead on proceed forward.
So you're saying the players made the team similar to Jimmy Johnson and then handed it off to Barry Switzer, or the same as Tony Dungy handed it off to
John Gruden.
The John Gruden. It's not the coach, it's the player that made the thing.
It's the players, bro. It's the players. It's how much you fucking want it. How much do you want it? If you want it, you're going to go out there and get it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So for me, it's like, thank you, goodbye. You're burnt out. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, you're gone. But right now, physically, these guys play on the field. And if they're the ones who go ahead on, who determine the outcome of this game, we need them to have that culture. We need them to have that attitude. We need them to have that, God damn it, I can't even think of it. But still, all in all, we need them to go ahead on and step forward, bro. As a player, bro, if you have the right quarterback, Jameis, good quarterback to me. Yes, I don't know how in the world we're going to do it. 71 million. Again, moment of silence. 71 million, moment pass. 71 million over the cap. Come on, bro. What are we going to do here? Think about what that man was thinking. I have to rebuild a whole team almost. I have to restructure contracts. Mickey Loomis, pull money out of the thin air. But still, all in all, that shit does not matter. If you cannot go ahead and create a team and a winning philosophy around that team and have those players infect each other to where, hey, look, we are going to win. We're going to do this. But it's called a winning culture. If you notice, I call it players because guess what? Tom Brady went to the goddamn Buccaneers, a sad-ass team in our division, and brought them some bitches to the Super Bowl. Players. Winning culture. It's the mentality of the players. The head coach can put out a game plan all he wants to, but it's up to the people on the field to execute. Feel what I'm saying?
I love your point. I love your point, bro. I love your point, brother. I love your point. You make a
So forget the coach.
Good point here.
Forget the coach. It's not about the coach. It's about the players and execution. Because all he can do is just talk about it afterwards. He can't go on and tell us exactly what that player was thinking on the field at that time. The player could be going in on and saying, "Well, I see I'm about to go on and receive a blitz this way with this man already coming at me, so I can't ask for any help, or else I don't slide the protection the way that I need to." It's all about players. When Drew Brees went out, notice the sack rate went up with Jameis. It was a sack rate that went up. Drew getting the ball out quickly. Yes, it's all about what you see as a player, bro. So forget the coach. The culture comes up to the players. That's it.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. What you say about that, Q?
I mean, some interesting commentary by Brother Pat, Rich as usual. I like that. You make a lot of great points, man. And a lot of people are kind of emotional about Coach Payton. Brother Crusher laid out commentary about it.
I'm sorry, Q. But hold on. Anybody who is emotional about a business decision, as far as what that man thought for himself to get out of the way, or anybody who thought as a business decision that that man was selfish for himself, you think like a woman. Reason why? Because you're acting off of emotion. You're supposed to act off of, if you're a man, you're supposed to act off of logic and reasoning. That's two key points for a man's actions, not a woman's. So emotionally attach yourself to emotions, you'll come out wrong.
I got you on that, and listen.
Hey, shout out to all my sports coma queens. I think y'all think logically.
I'm gonna tell you like this here. Some of them don't, cause I seen that Cowgirls fan who went ahead on who said, "Yeah, my husband was." Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit.
I love my brother Pat Rich, baby. That's my brother right there. You heard me?
Well, Brother Pat, thank you for chiming in, bro, and much love to you, bro. Appreciate you.
Y'all have a good one, bro. I'm gonna listen to y'all on, what I'm saying, on the other side of the game. All right.
Peace,
y'all keep it real.
Thank you, bro. What's up, Trell? The caller says who? hey, now.
Yeah.
All the queens. Look at Tasha eyes. Is it?
No, you don't want the ladies up, boy. You don't want the ladies up.
Him. You got the sports coma queens bucking. We got Tasha got her eyes bucking.
Oh, no, I had to say myself. I said no butter.
All right.
It's all right.
All right. So anyway, let's keep it going. Listen, fam, this week really was supposed to be a couple hours. We done reached that point. Listen, we got several callers left on the stream, fam. Listen, I gotta apologize to you guys. We gotta cut it at that point, but I promise you, Uncle Paulie, Brother K Scott, Brother Jerry, young brother Purple Marcus, promise chime in tomorrow, guys. I'll put you ahead of the line so you can get your commentary. I will return for a Thursday stream, and we're gonna lay it out some more, because this is not just a show where a lot of the Who Dat Nation family members should be heard, need to be heard. I would like to hear what you guys think about the team. And there's a lot of mixed answers in the chat. I was trying to follow along and post some, read some, because I try to read everybody's commentary, give a shout out. So big ups to the fam first and foremost. here, and I apologize to the family members that were holding. I promise I'll get you tomorrow. So we'll pop back Thursday, and we'll give you an opportunity to pop in and chime in on the coach thought stepping of way. So, you know, this is going to be a week-long thing, but Sway, commentary, bro, before we skedaddle.
And before we skedaddle, man, like, you know, it's different layers to this thing. No one really knows why the man retired, but like we all gonna do, we're gonna look toward the future, and it's gonna be an interesting off season. So, and the Sports Coma is gonna cover it all, man. Anything that gets to popping, if it's close to popping, we go cover it all until we get to this head coaching deal. So we done gave the man his flowers today. We done sailed them off into the sunset, man. Sean Payton, thank you for everything. And now, brother, it's time for this new era. You remember what I told y'all? You got to be a Saints fan. BC, that's before the championship, and AD after Drew. All right, so let's go. We done did this. We done been down this road before. Let's roll.
All right, there it is. And JT Axon will Sway be back tomorrow. Sway, you gonna talk to the family? You coming back on the show tomorrow, Sway?
Hey man, if the gods say the same, I'll be here.
All right, so there it is. So much love to the fam. Listen, fam, and I promise you guys tomorrow that we'll be back and open up all the phone lines for the family members. I hear you, Kev. Kev say extend the show 4 more hours. Hey, we'll be back tomorrow. I promise you guys. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. We'll pop up here. We'll do another couple hours, and I'll give everybody an opportunity to chime in on their thoughts and on the thing. Ramsey, what's up, fam? Says Who Dat Q? Did you see Big Low podcast yesterday with him making fun of Coach Payton leaving? No, I didn't. But you know, Low, you got to give him a little room there, bro. Because Ramsey, to be honest with you, because think about it like this: we really beating the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, you know, they got one this year, but remember, Coach Payton came in the game knocking off the Falcons, and then he leaves the game knocking off the Falcons. So, I mean, you know, sticking a little fun at the coach, man. You know,
I know one thing. I don't know if y'all touched the situation with Eli bad rotten apple. You know what I'm saying? I want to come back tomorrow. And I want, if possible, could some of the sports, the Coma people, the Coma fans, our Coma family, get together some Eli Apple jokes. I need some Eli Apple ribs tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I would like to hear a whole bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? So we can send this hate back at this boy. You know what I'm saying? AKA Mr. Toast. You know, so get them ready for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And we just go clown this boy all goddamn day tomorrow. Now we said Sean Payton, we gave Sean Payton the road, but that boy actually talked about our city and our team like we was a piece of shit. And we go sit here and let him get away with that? I need all my Coma sports think tank fans. Let's get together and we go throw so much hate on this boy tomorrow. He go wish you would have never said nothing, player. So let's go. Let's call that Thursday Eli Apple Hate Day. You heard me? Yeah.
All right, well, we'll do that, Sweet. We'll bounce back on that. Much love to the fam. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. J-Line says,
apple roast. It's gonna be an apple roast.
What's up, Adrian, baby? Who that to Adrian? So much love to the fam. I appreciate each of y'all. I will return tomorrow. We'll open up the lines again because it's still a lot going on. I won't hear from you guys. We'll spark it up again tomorrow. So much love to the fam, and we're gonna holler at you later. Sway, I'm gonna holler at you later, my brother. Who that to you and the rest of the fam. Peace, and we out.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live. live. Make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Payton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that?
Thank you for making Saints Central your black and gold home for the New Orleans Saints.
The WhoDatDaily.com. That's right, the WhoDatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, the WhoDatDaily.com is your site. The WhoDatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.